Hello. Welcome to Sonic 2 SMS Remake. This is made by the exact same people that made the Sonic 1 SMS Remake that I played in the last video. But as I said before, this one's got a lot of different mechanics in it. I actually played this twice. One that I played with a different character, and two that I played with only Sonic, because it's got a different ending if you play as Sonic. So yeah, this is essentially just the same thing. You know, it's a remade version of Sonic, Sonic 2 from the SEGA Master System. You know, with a ton of added stuff. I'll actually show you all of the stuff that's added. So we have a character select here, and we have a bunch of characters. So we've got Sonic and Tails, which I'll explain this in a minute. Shadow and Metal Sonic, Amy and Knuckles, and Mighty and Ray. So you've got a ton of players to choose from, but if you want to get the best ending possible and get to the final zone, you have to play with Sonic and Tails, as far as I'm aware. So first things first, let me actually see what... So if you press a certain button, you can change your character. So you got Sonic here, he's got his spin dash. Let me actually see, can I still do the... I'm getting my mouse off screen, sorry about that. He can still do his break cancel, his spin dash break, rather. He can still do the spin dash cancel. And even now, he has a super peel out, and a new animation as well. Which is cool, I guess. And, you know, Tails, of course, can fly. Not for very long, but he can fly. And he can't spin dash, actually, so... which I guess is smart, because if you think about it, it's kind of smart that they make Tails not be able to spin dash. So then you can't just, you know, constantly use Tails for the entire level. You have to at least sometimes switch to Sonic. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is basically just, you know, kind of the same thing, really. Just you get a little bit more control. Oh yeah, if you press down while you're flying, you flight cancel. Which is pretty neat. I actually think there's a 1-up box in this level. Yeah, it's up here. As you saw in the other save file, I had 25 lives. 27, actually. Which is, you know, a lot. Oh, all that work. I don't take the lower path, so I don't know what it looks like. Luckily, there is a lot of rings in this area. So, I'm just gonna make sure I don't make that mistake again now. Yeah, having two characters to control is very, very helpful. And it's a really good idea, actually. I mean, yeah, Sonic Heroes did it first, but I think only the idea of having two is pretty cool. You know, and they control pretty much the same, they just have different mechanics. Which Shadow actually has some pretty cool mechanics. Shadow can do like an air dash sort of thing. So he can dash forward if you double jump, and he also has a spin dash as well. So, you know, and then a couple of characters don't really do all that much. You know, Amy just kind of spin dashes. That's really it. So yeah, so these special stages, as you can see, are like a full 2 minutes longer, or maybe only 1 minute. I don't remember. But they're a little bit longer, just a tiny bit. They can still be done just as easily, though. And they have these little pinball sections in them, too, as well. I believe the Chaos Emerald is just right there. There it is. Gotta hit the green. There we go. And you can get 1-ups in here now, too. With the little things that I was flipping over with the Eggman's face, if you turn those over and turn over to like the character's face, you can you can get, you know, a 1-up from there. Which is why I get so many 1-ups. And most of them came from there, actually. I don't know how to get that ring, actually. I've never figured out how to get it. Never tried. I don't really ever need to. I think only Sonic can take those. I'm not really sure, though. One thing I like about the special stages is that in the Game Gear edition, they didn't actually really have special stages. They make you have to find the emeralds, and you know, being that there's no way to control Sonic, control Tails and Sonic together, especially not in Sonic 2, you know, it was really hard. You know, I saw a video on like the emeralds for the original video, and after the first emerald, like the guy was saying, "Oh, these get much worse," and I was like, "Good God." Emeralds, like, the special stages nowadays, or, I mean, there's no real special stages, it's more so just, you get the emeralds, so, emeralds nowadays in Sonic games are very, you know, not nearly as rewarding, I think, mainly because they're not really that difficult to get anymore, so, it's always just either part of the story, or they just straight up give it to you, or something in that manner. I forgot where this one's at, actually. I think it's back here. There's another hole over here. I totally forgot. It's down this hole right here. And then to the right. There it is. There we go. My memory always messes up with me there. So. Did I say messes up with me? Messes me up. So here's the boss. The boss is pretty simple, actually, which Eggman just saved you from lava. It's pretty cool. And then this boss I originally didn't know how to do, but you don't even have to jump, really. You just gotta avoid it. I guess the only thing about the special stages in this version is that I don't think there's any ways to get continues from the special stages. So, you know, which you can rack up on continue. Oh, you can rack up on continues. It's actually the first time I've died for that. Well, no, it's not. It's the first time I've died to it since I've last played it. One thing I noticed in my last video is that my microphone actually was picking up some of the game audio somehow. I don't quite know how or why that is, because my game is actually pretty quiet, so unless you can hear it from outside of my headphones, so which it won't be very loud in the actual video, I'm sure, but you know, it's just because the game audio will be playing over it anyway. But I guess it is kind of helpful to have, because it'll help me in pairing the video and audio, because I record them separately, and I don't really have the very easy way to pair them together. So. I'll tell you what, the bosses in this game are very interesting. Like, you fight a seal in this game. You fight a seal and a bird. Like, you don't fight Eggman that often. You fight a seal and a bird, and whatever that Sarlacc-looking thing was. So, weird, very weird choices. This stage is a good one. It's got a cool mechanic in it, too. Oh yeah, there's I'm actually going to turn into Tails here. Oh yeah, that's right. With, why did that happen? I pressed spacebar like 3 times. Sometimes Tails is, like, kind of broken. He doesn't really, like, work correctly. Like, he just straight up doesn't fly. In some cases, I don't really understand why he does it. And sometimes, like, there, I didn't even double tap. He just decided to fly anyway. Like, there, again, I think you have to do it, like, you can't, like, yeah, I think I just found out why that is. you can't do a long jump and then fly. You have to jump and then start flying instantly. You can't, like, wait. Oh, well. There I'm doing it. Maybe when you're moving you can't? No? I don't know, it's broken. That's a better way to say it, I think. I never knew I could destroy those guys. I was always too scared to do it because I didn't want to lose my rings. There's a million rings in this stage, by the way. This is another reason why I got so many 1-ups, is because of the stage here. Oh yeah, here's the electricity shield. So, which the electricity shield in this is OP. I don't know why it's so strong, but it is. Like, it pulls stuff from, like, miles away. Like, off screen. So, and then here it's even better because you can just pull rings. You don't even have to really maneuver into them. You just kind of grab them. So, it's really OP. Look at that. Look at that. Look at how crazy that is. I just got I have 200 rings right now. That's crazy. Can I get, no, I can't get 300. Because the level ends pretty much right here. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't. There's a couple ring boxes here. If I can get 300, I'm going to be amazed. That was close. I'm not going to do that again. This is a lot like Hilltop, this section. And this whole zone aesthetic is kind of like Hilltop. Okay, I have 300. Look at how crazy that is. And I get to keep my electricity shield into the next stage too, actually, because they have the same system of bringing him over. Which is pretty cool. One thing I mean, it's not a bad thing, but I can't really skip this. Especially if I get like 300 rings like I just did, I can't skip over this, you know, so I don't have to listen to it or whatever. I think it'd be, oh my god, I forgot about that. You get them in the special stages too. Look at that. I'm just breaking the game. There you go. Yeah, that was stupid. I instantly got a 1-up. So, I think you keep this electricity shield as long as you don't lose it. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you'll probably go into other levels, I think, even. Which is pretty sick. I think the emerald's over here. Or no, the pipe's over here. Look at that. I almost have 10 lives. Already. There's no real rings over here. I don't think there's many rings over here. Oh yeah, there's a... Over here is where it is. Yeah. Got it. Right there. Okay. I was actually almost about to play Sonic 3D Blast, but there weren't many easy ways to play the game. And even then, I didn't want to have to play it through the Sega Genesis collection, because, you know, the last time I recorded with that, it was just awful. So I'm probably not going to end up playing it, you know, obviously because I didn't announce it with my videos or anything. This part's a little bit tedious, but not really. It's more frightening than tedious, actually. So. And then after that, you're free to fly wherever you want and get as many rings as you can. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I need tails. Yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, and we're done. You can switch while the sign is changing. If depending on what character you end the level with, which I just ended with Tails, supposedly, you can enter the stage as whatever character you just had. So, I should be Tails. I'm actually Sonic. Okay. Probably because I actually changed the signpost with Sonic, and I just only switched to Tails. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't change anything. You can't fly in special stages. That'd be interesting, though. I don't need a 1-up, do I? I'll get it anyway, since I have a good amount of time. I actually didn't get it. I missed 1. There we go. Got it. So this one's to the right. And then I think I have to go back down again. I wish you could do that, but you can't time it ever. Like, I haven't been able to time it. It should be on the right. There it is. So does that 4 emeralds? Yeah. What's funny is that the water level actually ends up in the exact same spot in this game as it does in Sonic 1. So, this special stage is weird. I really hope I don't lose my shield. So, this boss is strange. So, I originally didn't know what to do here, but then I figured it out. You can actually go behind the bird here, too, and just completely avoid these things. Which I'm assuming you probably couldn't do in the original version. And then those spikes back there don't actually do anything. So, that boss is a lot harder the first time, though. Because I didn't know you could do that. I thought about it, I was like, well wait, does the back of the bird damage you? And it doesn't. A lot of these bosses, if you know what you're doing, you can end them pretty quickly. That's sort of like a cheap way to have challenge in a game, is to not explain something and, you know, make it so they have to kind of assume. You know, Sonic was like that at one point because, you know, many people didn't know what to do. There goes my... Oh, they didn't program the water? The shield in the water? Okay. That's kind of cool. So they didn't program the electricity physics to where if you... jump in the water with the electricity shield, you'll lose it because, you know, water and electricity don't really go well together. That's interesting, but... I'm sure they'll probably eventually program that in. So for now, I'm just gonna, you know, keep my shield. So there's a big old section here, you know. One really cool thing about playing with Metal Sonic is that he actually doesn't lose breath at all. He never loses. He never runs out of air because he's a robot, you know. Which I think it would be better if he just straight up, you know. Whoa. I think it would be better if they just straight up programmed him to not function in water. But I mean, it's still cool that he can be in the water without needing to breathe. So if you're running out of air as like Shadow, you can switch to Metal Sonic, and then, you know, his air will be reset, you know. So the only problem is that Metal Sonic can't spin dash, so you'll occasionally have to change back and forth. Which is the same for most of them. The flying characters normally are remove their ability to spin dash. So you know, you have to switch at least. So you can't just play the game with one character. Which is pretty neat, so I guess so you can't just choose the entire game. And even then, the flying ability is a little short as well. I think I need to hit the green spring, and then, yeah. This one's pretty easy, too. It should be right down here. Oh, actually, no, it's not. It's over over here then? No, it's not. Okay, I missed it. It means it's down here. Yeah, it is. Right there. This electricity shield is way too OP. So, and if I keep this until I get supersonic, which I might not, if I'm really careful, I can. But I might not be able to. If I keep it as supersonic, then I'm just OP forever. I don't know if it changes, if it deactivates it as supersonic though. Not sure. It might, but it might not even, so who knows. Yeah, if you're running out of air as any character, it'll you know, keep you running out of air regardless of what character you're playing as. Which is a good mechanic. I'm glad they implemented that, so it's smart. Still so surprised that this works. Oh god. Oh god. I'm gonna have like no rings to collect later. Oh my god. Oh my god. I might even get more lives than I did in the previous playthrough that I did. Cause this is just insane. Oh. Well, that ends that. That sucks. It was all to something I couldn't see. That lobster's dancing. That was close. I don't understand this mechanic. I don't even know if it was in the actual game or not. I'm sure it probably was, but it's a weird mechanic. What's even weirder is that you can actually jump out of it too. Like if once you're out of the bubble, you can do a second jump. It's like a triple jump almost, which is weird. I don't know. I don't know why I'm using Tails here. I could probably just use Sonic, but I'm not going to for some reason. I don't know how to get that ring. Actually, I might, but I don't need to get it anyway. Okay, so, oh, actually, I do know how to get that. I go back down there, I think, and then... Oh, if you press space, it'll stop you, actually. Whoa, why did I go the other way? That was weird. I just kind of went the totally wrong direction. Come on. Why is that happening? What the heck? What's going on? I'm not pressing left. I'm gonna stay in the middle. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. It's like, it was like forcefully pushing me to the left, and I wasn't pressing the key or anything. I don't know what that was all about, but whatever. Yeah, if only it's, that electricity shield right there, that'd have been cool. Alright, so right here is where I usually lost all my rings, but what I do here is I go up here as Tails, and because, for some reason, Tails flying does damage to the enemies, you can just fly right into them, no matter what angle you're coming from. It can be from the bottom, it can be from the right or left, or the top, whatever. You can destroy them. So you can actually destroy boxes like that, too. It might be because it counts as you jumping. They probably programmed it to be like Tails just jumping a bunch of times, and then eventually his jump will you know, kind of stop working. I think that's probably how they programmed it, so that's why whenever you run into something, it destroys them. So which makes sense, because once you run out of well, I guess that, yeah, probably doesn't really. Maybe, I don't know. I was gonna say once you run out of flight time, you turn back into a ball, which normally you would just float back down. That doesn't mean anything. It's just a design choice. Alright, boss time. Oh, actually, never mind. Forgot I had 100 rings. I had like 200 rings, actually. Alright, there's the pipe. Yeah, I didn't have any problem with these special stages. I don't know why. They were just so easy. In this one, I did them completely blind. In Sonic 1, I actually looked them up, but I looked up a couple of them. Most of them I did blind, but a couple of them I didn't actually look up. But this one I did entirely blind. So I was expecting them to get way harder. I mean, usually I can always get the first emerald no matter what in any Sonic game, because it's usually always the easiest one to get. But they were all easy, you know? There's a couple that were, like, you know, a little bit difficult, but not really. I think there's a... Yeah, there it is. There we go. Special stages are kind of like, you know, hold right or left to win. It's I mean, I don't know how I feel about it, but they're cool at least. So here's the boss fight. Here's the walrus thing I was talking about. One thing I also noticed is that Tails is completely disactivated. Or rather, whatever flying character you were using is completely deactivated whenever you're going into a boss stage, which I guess makes sense. You know, I wouldn't want to have you know, Tails just cheese the fight. Being he can, you know, he can fly into bosses, but if you have Supersonic, it doesn't even matter. This one's really easy if you know what to do. It was hard to learn what to do. I didn't know what to do. This was the only boss where I had to look it up. Because the rest of them I did with Supersonic, because, you know, at this point I already had 6 emeralds. That was close, actually. I don't know why he does that, but he does. Alright, one last hit, and bam, done. I forget what's next. What is next? I forget. Oh, that's right. This is totally new. This actually wasn't in the original at all. This is an entirely new zone. And they actually based the music off of Sonic Mania's version. Kind of, I think. This level's real short, but it's fun. You know, a little snowboarding section. I guess wave boarding. I don't know what the heck this is, but on oil, weird. Yeah, real short. Look at that, 33 seconds. You can probably do it quicker even. Maybe like I think the max probably, or the minimum is probably the lowest. Is 30 seconds. Give me a quick second. So I think this is the last special stage. I think this is probably one of the... This is harder if you don't know where to look. But I actually managed to do it on my first try. Sorry about this. I might edit this out. Okay. Oh, that's right, I go down. I mean, I could get this, but I don't need to. I think 19 lives is plenty of lives, but... Oh, I didn't get that one. Come on. Got it. I'm not the biggest fan of the upside down stages. They're a little bit annoying, but You get used to it. The controls are not reversed or anything. It's just, it's a different view. You know, gravity is the only thing that's reversed. I believe the emerald on this one is actually on the left side. Yeah, or it's actually in the middle. Okay. Kind of have to start prepping. There you go. There's all 7 emeralds. Look at that. Real easy. This is the only Sonic game that I actually feel confident about the emeralds in, besides this and Sonic Mania. So now players can be super. So that means both characters can be super, which is really cool, I think. So yeah, as you see, this one doesn't actually give you a... Oh yeah, I died there, I forgot. Luckily, I can jump back out. Oh, look at that. Another electricity shield. I might actually need that for this. I actually didn't know that was up there. I probably did, I just didn't see it. Whoa. Yeah, see that? I turned on accident there. So. Which it seems like not the invincibility. It seems like the electricity shield does go away when you're super, so that's a bummer, but doesn't really matter. I think that's actually in a very similar spot to Sonic Mania, which is funny. Whoa, that was close. Are we done already? Yeah, we are. Yeah, Super Sonic looks pretty good in this one, too. I mean, he looks about the same as he does in the other one, so... Same model. Or I guess not model, because this isn't 3D, same sprite. This boss is pretty lame. I don't even know actually what it's supposed to do, but it doesn't do all that much. What is that? I don't know what that was, but... It's like a question mark. Forgot what's next again. Yeah, I think it's the Gimmick. Yeah, that's right. Gimmick Mountain. This one's actually really cool. I don't like having to mash the spacebar though. It's a little annoying. Oh, there's a ring up there. I won't grab those rings. I don't need them just yet. Well, I mean, I kind of do, but I won't grab them just at the moment. I'll wait until I have 100 to turn. There we go. Yeah, and there's also there's ability to turn off the super music too, so which I did. You know, I tend to do that a lot with Sonic games, just so it doesn't ruin the soundtrack, because you know, they just get repetitive. It's the only problem. My eyes just like blanked for a second there. I forgot what this act looks like. know if we're close to finishing or not. I know this game is a little bit longer, but not all that much longer. I don't know if I've been down there before. I'm just trying not to press the button yet. If I do, then I'll turn super on accident. Alright, I might want to do it here, but... Oh. I didn't even do it there. I think my keyboard just registered 2 presses or something. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm probably, like, already halfway done anyway. Ah. I hate the spin dash noise in this game, though. It's not really well made. The jump sounds the same, but just the spin dash is just not. I think it's because of the way it is in Genesis version. It's more. I think it's built off of a lot of the noise channels and the Genesis sound card. And there's no real noise channels here. I mean, the drums, yeah, but oh, that was dumb. I should have turned there. Actually, I jumped forward and I have to go backwards. That's right, because I land on this platform. The boss here is kind of boring. I mean, what's super, yes, but, you know, it doesn't matter. I think it's a pig, right? Yeah, it's the pig. Yeah, I could try to avoid it, like I'm not playing a supersonic, but, you know. It jumps very high. I can't actually super peel out with Sonic, I just realized that. I'm sure those rocks would hurt me if I wasn't super. I doubt that they're just aesthetic. Okay, I think I don't know. I forgot the layout. I know the levels, but I just forget what level order they come in. Scrambled egg is next. Okay, cool. And then I think we have the crystal egg, and then we have the time zone, which is a weird name, time zone. It's another new level that they put in this game specifically. This level's a little bit hard to traverse, but I mean, I think it's okay. Oh, that's right. Oh. Oh, it falls down. That's helpful. Ah, 1 up. I think if I had a Master System, I'd probably play these games legit. Maybe not get the emeralds, because see, there's no real supersonic. It's more so just the good ending and bad ending. Oh, that's right. Wrong way. There's 2 ways to go. You can go that way or the other way. And one of them just brings you back to the other side of it. Oh yeah, 22 lives. That's crazy. I wonder if I'll get 27. It's a lot harder to get 100 rings whenever you're not in the special stages. So, that's probably why I usually stop getting lives after the special stages, because I already have so many to begin with. Oh, that's right. Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter. Where does this land? On more stuff. I got a couple more rings. Just to be safe. Yeah, but I was about to do, oh, that's right. I was about to do, what was it called? I was about to do Sonic 3D Blast, but, you know. I may end up biting the bullet and just doing it anyway, but I don't want to have to record crappy, video anymore, you know. It's not what my channel's supposed to be, you know. So, I don't know. Oh yeah, this part's pretty cool. Not really a boss. Actually, there is a boss at the end of this part. Oh, my finger slipped. It's actually pretty easy with the keyboard. You'd be surprised. Oh yeah, that's right, Silver Sonic. Oh, that's cool. I forgot that he had an appearance here. It'd be annoying to try to figure out these patterns. Like, there's a lot of times when, you know, your instinct is to jump, but, you know, you're not supposed to. Oh, I can hit him while he's moving. Interesting. Yeah, that's where Silver Sonic originally... Well, at least that version of Silver Sonic originally appeared. I don't remember if he had a different name. I think his name was Silver Sonic. So, I know the one in Sonic 2's name was Silver Sonic. Well, the other Sonic 2, at least. Okay, here's Crystal Egg. I'm not a big fan of this one. Because of all... Well, the music's a little weird. And also there's these little blocks that fall from the top screen that I can't really see. Really? This level is pretty easy otherwise, but like that one, I couldn't see. They're different colors is what the whole thing is. They're just different colors. Nice. S2 something. Alright, we're nearing the end of this. I'm getting hungry, actually. Oh. Yeah, that's why I'm not a big fan of that, because stuff like that happens, you know, especially at the beginning of the level. Imagine you have one life, and this is your first time playing a stage, and you just run forward. Like, that's just, you know, it's cheap, you know? Well, if you run forward, you don't ever get hit, but it doesn't really matter anyway. Oh, that's right, I have tails. There's a lot of Eggman boxes here. A little bit too many in my opinion. Oh. I always forget about that. I feel like I should change that too. If you're flying, you shouldn't be able to activate it unless you hit the ground again and then start flying again. Like, you can do it mid-air, you know. And that's once again another that's more proof that they programmed the flying as like another jump, you know, just a really big jump. super. I never actually do that part because I'm always super before I get to it. Look at that face. I got a 1-up from that. Look at that face. I'm actually pretty thirsty too. I had pizza a couple hours ago. I had cold pizza. I had pizza last night, so and it was just from the fridge. Which I love cold pizza. You can't tell me that cold pizza is not good. This boss I think is pretty easy. It's very similar to the other one. You know, his pattern is very easy to get. You know. He's basically just like that other guy, the pig. I never knew it usually does that. The good thing about the bosses is that the supersonic actually doesn't wear out at all. So if you know, if you have the emeralds and you get the big ring at the beginning of the boss, you can pretty much, you know, stay as super forever. There we go. Kind of takes forever like the other one, but you know, whatever. It'd take even longer if I wasn't super. So, I think we have, and after this is Time Hill, and then we have the other zones, whatever they are. I forget what the names are. I think there's one more zone after this. Oh, that's it. We're flying here first. Oh, wait, no we don't. We're on the ground, and then we fly. And it's got the music from, I don't remember which game it is, but I remember this was actually a song in a Game Gear song, and then it was reused for the Sonic CD thing in Japan. Which is it's weird that they did that actually. Oh, I just need to use Tails now. This is a new zone, by the way, because I don't remember this being in Sonic 2. In the Master System version, at least. And I looked it up on the website. It said that it was a new stage. So. Interesting idea, you know. It's like Green Hill, but not really. Unless I didn't make it up, and this is just the zone from the other game that I don't know about. The music is strange. Like it's a lot longer than you think it should be for a Master System song. Normally they're pretty short and repetitive, but this one's long. This is the flying stage. I actually don't know if I've heard the music here or not. I don't believe there was a flying stage in Sonic 2. You know what, there couldn't have been, because actually the whole plot of Sonic 2 originally was that Tails was being kidnapped and you couldn't play as Tails, actually. Oh, really? So it's just weird to see Tails in this game a little bit, you know. Because, you know, he's not supposed to actually be here. He's supposed to be kidnapped by Dr. Eggman, which the whole ending is actually different. The whole plot is a little bit different in this game. The plot is that Eggman stole the Master Emerald and you have to get it back. Which actually is what the final zone is. If you collect all the emeralds when you're playing as Sonic and Tails, you get to have, like, the final zone, like the Doomsday Zone kind of thing. It's basically that, you know. But with a little bit of a different spin to it. not really much of a spin move. Whoa, I go really fast. That's kind of broken. Good lord, that's fast. I guess if you're spinning on the plane, it makes you go zoom. And then all of a sudden you're in some mechanical base. Or something like that. Alright. And then you have this fight, which is kind of annoying, regardless of Supersonic or not. Because he only goes on the side that you're not on. So if you're on one side, he'll only show up on the opposite side. And you have to rush over to him. Sometimes it's pretty hard to do. Here I'm doing pretty well. But he's got a lot of hits. And especially when he goes faster, it gets to be a little annoying. Like, I just can't make that. I have to start getting on him earlier. You know, and he'll wait too. He'll wait to go up. So then, you know. Alright, 2 more hits. Dang it. Got him. I think Supersonic does double damage. I actually no he doesn't. So yeah, so you see there, the big arms is there, so. And then suddenly it's the same boss music, which is kind of annoying. But, you know. And then you're here, you're Supersonic flying in space. Those cubes actually, they don't do damage, but they push you backwards if you stay behind them, so you had to avoid them. The good thing about this boss is that you actually are constantly moving forward. You don't actually have to hold the right button or anything. Which in Sonic 3 that was the same thing, but it was if you pressed forward, you moved a little bit faster, I think. So there's only one phase to this, you know. Which I find it weird that they chose to use the big arms version of Eggman than whatever the Doomsday thing is pronounced as, or not pronounced, named. I don't know. Oh, those kill you instantly? No wonder they're so hard to hit. Good God, I've actually never hit those before. I didn't know they instantly killed you. That's kind of lame. How would they do that? The cubes get to be a little bit more annoying than you want them to be. Like that, where they get like literally right on top of Eggman. So, and then you have to wait even longer. But you get a decent reward, I guess, for doing this. Oh, that's right. I gotta... and I'm dead. Yeah, you can't go over the top of them. If they're on the lowest part of the screen, you can't go on top of them. I've actually died twice already. Originally, I only died once. I actually died whenever... The first time I played this, I died, at the very end of it. I had one last hit on him. And I got behind a block on accident, and I lost. And I had to do the entire thing over again. Pretty annoying. But now that I think about it, if you got to Doomsday Zone on the original Genesis version and you died, you would have had to play the entire game over again. Actually, you know what? No, that's a lie. Because there were save states. You probably only had to redo Death Egg Zone or something. I don't know. I don't know if it saves on the save file. Actually, I think it does. I think it does save on the save file. I'm not really sure. I mean, I'm not gonna play through the original Genesis version to get all the emeralds ever, probably. So, I could try, you know. I could very much try, but I'm not gonna actually pull it off, probably. I wish there was different music here. That's my only real complaint about this final boss, is that there's no different music. It's just the same boss music that you've heard every other time. They might change that too. So I'm not sure. You get 100 rings here, which is a little interesting. I don't know why they would have give you 100 rings for this fight. Normally it's only 50, which is a lot harder to get back up than it is to 100. If you're at 100, you're pretty much good for the whole fight, you know. So I think the ring counter goes down a little bit slower than it would normally. But there you go. There's the final boss. And our reward, well, final bonus first. And then I'll get to see the reward that we get for beating that. Good lord. Oh, wow. 7, 8. I definitely ended with more lives. I had to have. And our bonus, Sonic and Tails can be hyper. So basically that means if you go back into the game, and play the levels again, you can, basically just play as Hypersonic instead of Supersonic. It doesn't really do anything, it's just a visual thing, sort of, you know. And you have save files, you can go through any level you want once you beat the game. And there's a time attack mode as well, as far as I'm aware. There's a competition mode, yeah. So, you can do levels timed, so you can play specific levels if you want to. Things like that. Yeah, I think I actually like this one better than Sonic 1. I mean, they're both really good, but they're both really good, you know, short and sweet games, but I think this one I prefer more because of the team technique. You know, with you know, you playing as you know, two characters at the same time, and you can switch them out. And it's not like how Sonic 2 did it, where, you know, they're both on screen, but you only control one. You know, you can control both of them, but only one is on screen at one time. So, you know, it's a little easier to deal with. There was actually a theory about this game in particular. Well, not this game. I think it's just the original version. Being that the original plot of this game was that Tails was being kidnapped by Eggman, and you had to go and save him. The only way you could save him is by collecting the emeralds. And if you didn't collect the emeralds, I guess Tails just didn't come out. You know, the theory was that Tails was dead. Tails dies, and that in Sonic 3 he's dead. Which doesn't make sense because Tails is in that game, but I don't know. I don't remember the whole video. It was kind of stupid. And then after all that, you beat the game completely, and it still says continue. Which there's... well, what's his name? Espio. Maybe Espio will be another character that's added or something like that. Maybe you have to unlock him in a certain way. I don't know. No clue. They don't talk about him. I only see him in the end credits. Maybe it's just a teaser for different characters coming up or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I'll go over Hypersonic real quick, just to show you. Oh, I ended with 29 lives. Okay, so I did it a little bit better. Nice. Well, I definitely did, because I got a bunch of those rings in those previous stages. So if you go here, you can choose whatever stage you want. So I'll just choose the intro stage, because that's, you know. And you can also, on any save file, you can choose any character. You can switch them. It doesn't just automatically give you the characters. So if, let's say, I think in theory, you could play pretty much the entire game as Shadow and Metal Sonic, and then on the last zone you could play as Sonic and Tails and get the ending. So, which Sonic and Tails are the only two characters that are affected by the Hyper Emerald, or the hyper thing, you know, the Master Emerald. So, you know, you get the ring. I think after you beat the game, the rings do appear, but not in the actual gameplay. So if you look here, I turn super, and then I'm hyper, and then I have after images too. So now the weird thing about this is that Tails is also hyper. Like that, it's a little weird. I don't know if Sonic is any faster or what. I think he's a little bit faster. He might be a little bit faster. I'm not really sure though. And Tails flies forever too. Like look at this. His flight length change. Yeah, I don't fly nearly as long normally. Yeah, look at that. Look at how long that is. And even then, I actually canceled that myself. So, crazy. Yeah, all the other characters have super forms, but they're not like, they don't have hyper forms, you know. Hyper forms are just more like an after game sort of thing. So if you want to play the game again on the same save file, you can play as Hypersonic. And I know there's cheat codes in this game where you can enter in, like, you know, you can give them Hypersonic and the emeralds and all that, but I don't know how to do them. They're on the website on how to do them. I just don't remember. I don't know if they're available yet or whatever, but anyway, that's it. That's Sonic 2, Sega Master System remake. Really good game. I do recommend you buy this one. Well, not buy it. It's free. Both games are free. I do recommend you check this one out too. You know, if you're not a big fan of Sonic 1, you'll definitely like this one a little bit better because it's, you know, it's got a little bit more content to it. But yeah, that's about it. After this, we are playing Roboblast 2. Which is this? I don't know if I'm excited for that game or not. I'm actually gonna have to get a controller for that game. So, but that's gonna be next week. So, yeah, I will see you guys next time.